So this is obviously a Murloc Warlock deck. This is something I've been kind of feeling like trying out for a while, but apparently it's actually kind of becoming a thing now. On the Vicious Syndicate report, apparently someone got legend with this list. So obviously this is not my list, I just copied it because I wanted to try it out. Someone remind me if I forget to link the original. But anyway, Murloc Warlock, you play this deck because Sea Devil Stinger is a Warlock card, and it's really, really good. Because all Murlocs care about is just getting more Murlocs on board. This lets you do it basically for free, because you usually don't care about your health total in this deck. And compared to Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, we now have all these OP Murloc cards like Gentle Megasaur. Primal Finlookat's not really OP, but it's pretty good. And Rockpool Hunter, of course. So the deck is pretty straightforward. You throw in a bunch of Murlocs, you try to snowball in the early turns. If that doesn't work, you play Finja, and Finja wins you the game because this card is OP. And then you also have Sea Giants, because you have a lot of stuff on the board. Pretty straightforward. I actually haven't played a full-blown aggro deck on this channel in a while, so I wanted to try this out. And like I said, apparently it's becoming a thing, so I wanted to see how strong it was. And also last week, especially in the Malagos Rogue games, I was playing pretty poorly. I wanted to play something a little bit more straightforward and just like punch people in the face with Murlocs. Seemed like that would be pretty fun. And honestly, given my profile picture, I don't play nearly enough Murlocs on this channel.
Gul'dan versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one. Your soul shall be mine.
Probably want to keep the 1-drop. Sea Devil Stinger is nice if I can pick up a good Murloc to go along with it. I think if he's Jade Druid, this should be a pretty easy matchup. If he's aggro, I'm not really sure how it goes. If he's aggro, the game's probably over on like turn 3. Depends what the boards look like. Okay, so I said it was going to be over on turn 3, but it actually ended on turn 1 because he had Hungry Crab. Feels bad, man. What the fuck? He's playing Wild Growth and Hungry Crab? Well, that sucks. So I can put some Murlocs on the board here, and Sea Devil Stinger plus War Leader next turn, hopefully. So I'm guessing he's just like a Beast Druid, maybe? Nope, he's just Jade Druid with Hungry Crab. I've literally never seen that before. And then I bust out the Murloc deck. It might still be a good matchup for me, though. Especially if he doesn't have a swipe here. He drew the other crab. Oh my god. This is my first game of Hearthstone today, but it might also be my last. Well, I guess I can take some trades. Try to keep my war leader alive. I guess that's a nice pickup. The taunt is not a Murloc, so we have to buff this guy. Buffing this guy would have been really nice. Double Nourish.
The end is coming.
I can't afford to lose a board here, so I have to play the Megasaur. Let's go ahead and tap, though. Well, I did get Wind Fury. I guess the Wind Fury is actually pretty good. Just since I still have patches, I can clear pretty efficiently. Huh, that was probably a mistake. I got a little too ahead of myself. I should have traded this into the Jade Golem and used this to clear the Doomsayer. This makes my board a lot worse against swipe. I can't really afford to lose a board at this point in the game. I got pretty lucky he didn't have the swipe there. Sea Giant is definitely a nice pickup. Can I just play all my shit here? This is 2. This is 3. No, I'm not gonna have enough, man. I'm gonna be 1 off from playing everything, but that's probably fine. I do want to kill Fandral. Actually, do I even want to play this Tide Hunter? I want to try to save it for Murloc synergy. I could just play these 2 in a Sea Giant. My board is already gonna be somewhat weak to swipe. I guess not really, but this thing will die to swipe. Yeah, let's actually pass on the Murloc this turn. I don't think I could have also played the Tide Hunter because my board was full, right? I think I have to keep tapping. Oh, that's so good. I have like no Murlocs, what the hell? I guess I'm playing Finja. This guy goes in here. I mean, this guy goes face once every time, right? He is a Murloc, but it's probably better to trade him off since he's so weak and vulnerable to swipe. So we'll do that. Do I want to play this guy? I play this guy, he swipes, he can hero power into this guy. Let's just play it, I guess. And we'll go face. I don't think trading here would normally be bad, but with the Finja on the board, I definitely want to make sure he has something I can trade into. My Finja is actually not very strong at this point because I've used both of my war leaders. I do still have a Mrrgl, everything else is just a Murloc with some stats on it. But it is a good flood for Megasaur. Wow, he actually still doesn't have a swipe. If he didn't play 2 Hungry Crabs this game, I would say that's pretty unlucky for him. Alright, so if I use Finja to kill this guy, he actually stays alive, which is probably pretty good. So let's go for that, I guess. I can also do this, then right into there. Probably just gonna trade this guy into the 6/6 though. Kinda hate to trade off a Murloc before I play Megasaur and stuff, but I think it's nice to get this trade. I guess I should have tapped first. Take plus attack with this board, I suppose. And it's probably best to make that attack. Hold back on the pirate, I guess. Don't really see much reason to play it, and if I fill my board, I can't get Finja value. I don't think I mind trading one of my dudes for 2 cards here. Oh god. I roll on the Finja. And he got the prep so he can play a Jade Golem too, of course. I guess I just have to play everything here. I didn't feel comfortable tapping last turn because of his hero power. Looks like this game's just over anyway, though. Yeah, I'd have to clear here, and I just can't. Double Hungry Crab, Jade Druid. with no apparent beast synergy. OP.
Gul'dan versus Rexxar.
Let the hunt begin. Your soul shall be mine.
So I obviously keep Flame Imp. I'm not sure if Sea Devil Stinger is a good enough card to keep. It's like the best turn 4 play, but I definitely can't miss a drop against Hunter. I'm not sure I really want to take the damage. I think if I had like a 2-drop, maybe I'd be willing to keep the Sea Devil Stinger, but it's pretty risky to keep it without a turn 2 play. I think with the Bylefin Tidehunter follow-up, this is better than Flame Imp? Possibly. Just because we can get the snowball going. I do want to try to clear off his beasts. And I put this guy down to 1 health, but the taunt does protect it. This 1/1 taunt actually makes his Razor Ball a little bit less effective here. It makes plus attack not good, poisonous is bad. But I guess it also makes health pretty good. +1/+1 is pretty good, Divine Shield. Maybe it doesn't really make it worse. Misha. Well, Bluegill does mean I don't have to trade off my Murloc Snowballer. I think this is fine. I could have also just played the Lookout there, and he kinda would have been forced to trade into my 3/1, but I'm not really sure that I gain any advantage off of him trading into the 3/1 because I don't have a way to clean up. So even if I give this guy +1/+1, he still dies to Leok, so I guess we're just playing this instead. This means I can't tap, but if I get a 1-drop Murloc, I can play that. There really aren't that many good ones. But playing this is kind of a waste of its buff anyway. And I do, like, I could tap to try to look for something, but I have to play a Murloc here pretty much to kill this. Let's just play the Lookout. I think I have enough health to take the Sea Devil Stinger here. I can play Sea Devil Stinger plus Finja next turn. Okay. Wow, he picked that instantly, and I see why. Can't blame him for instantly picking that one. Yeah, we just do this here. And make sure to trade off the Flame Imp instead of the Primal Fin Lookout. Fortunately, with the War Leader and the Rockpool Hunter, it should be pretty easy to find something I can kill with Finja. As long as he doesn't have, like, Unleash the Hounds here. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good for me, I think. That certainly could have gone worse. So what's the order here? I could do this, but then obviously this grows. I probably have to just trade this off first. I could play a War Leader here. That would actually let me do this. It would let me do this. But then, see, these guys are both at 1. I would get destroyed by an Unleash the Hounds, but then I could just play a Cold Light Seer. I think that makes more sense. That's a really good Murloc to get to. Okay, I don't think he can really do anything about this. My board is pretty ridiculous right now.
Well played. Well fought.
Yeah.
I concede.
Gul'dan versus Valeera.
Watch your back.
Your soul shall be mine.
I definitely don't want to keep the Tidehunter. Really don't want the Bylefin Tidehunter either. The Rockpool Hunter is so good if I could land a 1-drop Murloc. I really only play the Tidecaller though, huh? But it's also a 2/3 Murloc on turn 2 if I miss. I think even without a 1-drop Murloc, this is still my best turn 2 play. I think I will keep it. And you know, sometimes I just get the Snowballer. If he doesn't have a good answer for this 1/2, the game could actually just end this turn with the Rockpool Hunter. And by end, I mean, like, the The amount of swing that's happening this turn is actually just insane. Like, he certainly could come back from this, but it would certainly be tough. So the Firefly tells me he's probably a Questro. Just wanted to get on board. I don't know, some Miracle Rogues do play Firefly now, I think. So that's probably what's happening here. Let's just play shit here. Patches comes out and kills this guy. 2-3 kills this guy, and we punch him in the face with a Murloc. This is actually a pretty decent fan of knives. Especially if he has like Thalnos Prep Fan. But it looks like he doesn't. What could he get from Warlock for 2 mana? Nothing really. I guess like a Demon Fire would be good to kill the Snowballer. If I draw something good for Sea Devil Stinger this turn, I think that's actually going to be game. Yep, GG boys. If he can come back from this, I don't know what I'll do, but it's not going to happen, so it doesn't matter.
Gul'dan versus Malfurion.
Druid number 3 in the last 5 games.
Your soul shall be mine.
Keep our 1-drops. I'll have a Tidecaller here. I'm going to choose not to coin out a 1-drop since I have a couple 4s in my hand. Especially if I can pick up like Fenja or like another Sea Devil Stinger. Coining this out on turn 3 can be pretty insane. And most of the time it seems like the taunts didn't really protect this guy from much. Kind of a bummer that he hero powered into it, I guess. It means that if he swipes next turn, it's going to die, but whatever. So if I play Bluegill plus another Murloc here, I can trade this and the Bluegill into the Tar Creeper. If I go Bluegill plus Tide Hunter, I am pretty much obligated to make that trade because I get so wrecked by swipe. The other play is Sea Devil Stinger plus Bluegill. I think I also get pretty destroyed by swipe if I don't attack, so I think I do have to attack with Bluegill Warrior in this turn. The question is it better to throw out the Sea Devil Stinger here or the Tide Hunter? I guess Tide Hunter just makes more sense. Oh wait, if I play Tide Hunter, that's actually 3 Murlocs. This guy's gonna be 4, I could trade off one of these instead. Let's choose not to get wrecked by swipe here. If I had traded this off instead of the Bluegill, a swipe would have just cleared my entire board. It does feel kind of bad trading off a Murloc the turn before a Gentle Megasaur could come down, but I think swipe is just too strong. I can't make that play. This looks like a swipe, yeah. That's a pretty nice pickup, actually. Take Fenja. Do I take Fenja? War Leader is also a damn good Murloc. And sometimes against that deck is a little bit difficult to find something to kill with Fenja. But I don't know, Fenja is just like Fenja is the reason this deck is semi-playable. So if I can get an extra Fenja, it's probably a good idea too. Plus, let's see, do I even know if he's playing Jades yet? Okay, he is playing Jades. He's really low on his Jades, obviously, since I wasn't even sure that he was playing them. So, if he's like throwing out Jades here, they're going to be weak enough for this guy to kill. Do I want to take this trade? Is there really any reason to? If he's swiping, he still has to send it in here anyway. I guess if he swipes this and hero powers, forces him to take like 2 extra damage, but I miss 1 damage here by doing that. Let's just go face. I think most of the time going face here just gives me 1 extra damage. Jade Behemoth was the card I wanted to see the least, because it makes it the most difficult for Fenja to kill something. But I guess it's still fine. So I'm definitely playing Tidecaller plus Gentle Megasaur here. Is it ever better to play the Megasaur before attacking with Finja? Sometimes it does let me save the Sea Devil Stinger, but if I just trade off the Sea Devil Stinger, I get the Megasaur buff on 2 more Murlocs, so it is probably best to kill this with Finja before playing the Gentle Megasaur. Damn, War Leader is a good Murloc. Can't be targeted, +1/+1 in stealth. Probably just want the stats here. And honestly, the 6 damage. 6 damage is probably worth more than protecting anything on my board. Don't want to play Bloodsail Corsair because there's no room for patches anyway. I've actually never played a pirate with a full board. Does patches just not come out, or does he, like, die? I don't know.
I can see.
Anyway, yeah, he got pretty shit on there. Yep, Finja's a good card. If you're playing Murlocs, you should probably play Finja.